Story time, story time. This is another true life story. Subscribe to our channel today to get more.
I had once abused my power as a secondary school teacher. Whenever I remember this particular scenario, the issue between myself and one of my students, great sadness always fills my heart. Perhaps because of the outcome or how it happened. May God just forgive me. Please listen as I narrate. I was in the classroom on this fateful Friday. While my afternoon lesson was on, it was the last period for the day. In the process of teaching, Blessing, a 14-year-old girl who happened to be one of my students, raised up her hand. She wanted to ask a question. I permitted her. She stood up and asked a rather too simple question that I supposed she should know the answer, because we had just concluded the topic the previous day.
This is another true life story. Subscribe to our channel today to get more.
Immediately she asked me the question. Out of annoyance, I shut her up. Will you sit down and keep your mouth shut? Dullard, were you not in the class yesterday when I was teaching you all this? Nonsense. See your ugly face like that of something else. You are such a useless and good for nothing girl. That was the answer I gave her. The whole class burst into laughter, and Blessing looked so embarrassed. Then I went on with my teaching, but felt somewhat guilty over what I had said to her. I finished my class and I left. That was all about Friday. Now on Sunday, I was in the church and the preacher was talking about how the superior people are misusing their power and using their superiority to punish, exploit, and bring down the inferior ones. This message really touched me, because all the examples he cited and all of his explanations were pointing fingers to how I treated Blessing in the class the last time. Despite the fact that the preacher knew nothing about the scenario, yet he passed the message across to the congregation just as if he knew everything. I felt so sorry within myself. My heart was broken. I felt like I had disappointed my God and myself. On that particular day, I left the church remorsefully. I thought more about it when I got home, and I became more guilty. Then I made up my mind and swore I was going to apologize to her when I get to school on Monday. That was all about Sunday too. Now on Monday afternoon to be precise, I went to Blessing's classroom, but I didn't see her. I asked of her from her classmates. She's not in school today, they answered. Then I asked them, who is her friend? Aisha, they all replied, and pointed their fingers towards her direction. Aisha was sitting quietly, all alone on her seat. She placed her head on the table. I thought she was sleeping though, but one of the students said to me, "No sir, she was not sleeping." That was how she had been quiet and moody since morning, and she refused to tell us what happened to her. Then I went straight to her. I stood beside her. and she lifted up her head from the table. She was looking so worried. "What is going on?" I asked her. And she said to me, "Nothing, sir." After several questions, she insisted nothing was wrong with her. I agreed and asked, "Where is Blessing, your friend? And why is she not in school today?" Aisha looked at my face. Tears started rolling down her cheeks. She began to cry. I was confused. Then I bombarded her with questions. "What is going on? Why are you crying? Where is Blessing?" The reply shocked me. "She is in the mortuary." "What? Mortuary? What's she doing there?" I asked her. And she said, "Blessing is in the mortuary. She died on Friday." I was so shocked. I couldn't figure out what was happening. At this point, she had been crying uncontrollably, and this was arresting the attention of the rest of the students. Then I decided to take her to my office. I decided to take her to the office to know more about Blessing's death. She said to me, "Blessing took poison on getting home on Friday." I still couldn't understand. I asked her, "Why? How?" And she said, her parents met her dead in her room when they came back from work on Friday. They found a little note beside her, which says, "I am useless and good for nothing." That was all she wrote. I stayed quiet for about 15 minutes. I didn't know what to say. Unknowingly, I started crying because I knew for sure that Blessing committed suicide because of what I said to her on Friday. It is obvious. She even quoted a part of it in the notes they found beside her. Her burial is coming up this Saturday, and you are specially invited, sir, Aisha told me. I stood still, speechless, trying to overcome the shock and thinking of what to do. Aisha continued, "You killed my friend, sir." I was mute because she was right. Directly or indirectly, I am the murderer. I didn't know what to say here, whether to apologize to Blessing's friend or Blessing's ghost. I quietly left the office for home. The next day, I submitted my resignation letter. That was how it happened. Dear lecturers, teachers, masters, you are really superior. Yes, you are. Mind you, your learners are under you to learn from you. If they already know, they won't need to learn again. But because they don't know, and they want to know, that is why they are there with you. So please, treat them well. Then, elders, leaders, and others who are fortunate to be above some other people, you are superior too. Therefore, please stop insulting, exploiting, maltreating, and overriding the inferior ones. To everyone, please be mindful of how you address others. Words are so powerful. It may bring life and at the same time death to the hearer. Thanks and God bless you.